Ladies and gentlemen, due to the system failure for the in-flight entertainment system, down to this flight, I am now rerouting the whole systems and we will get back to you after.
Hayır. Hayır. Şey yapıyorlar.
Thank you.
See you next time. Take care.
Thank you, sir.